Hello, this is the Halo Guru, and this episode will be about the MJOLNIR project. Essentially, the Mark 1 through 3 exoskeletons were nothing more than just like giant mechas. There was nothing really special about them until the Mark 3 comes out. The Mark 3 was eventually modified to become the Cyclops. The Cyclops then gets a Mark II version, and I have no idea if there's going to be Mark III or whatnot, but it is very unusual that there was something called the Hunting Yggdrasil. I don't know, it's Beowulf stuff that is released. Because of the fact that the actual name for the Cyclops is the Hunting, it could be possible that the prototype armor is possibly something of a heavily modified Cyclops. But we just might be. So, anyway, well, the main series, the Mark IV, is released whenever the Human Covenant War begins in 2525. But due to the presence of the Covenant, the Mark IV is rushed into production. This version is known as the Limited Production Model. Now, while it's not official, this is just my speculation, but I'm pretty sure that the Halo Wars Mark IV is the limited production model just because it takes place so soon, or Halo Wars takes place so soon after the Human Covenant War begins. It's quite possible that that is the limited production model. In 2535, the final production model is released that fixes many of the issues that the LPM had. Throughout the years since the LPM was made, however, several variants and versions of the Mark IV is made. Each variant is designed for specific roles while they all usually have the same internal parts. Eventually, energy shielding capable armor is tested out on the Grenadier variant, which is the armor that George wears. In 2551, the first version of the Mark V is released, and it bears a striking resemblance to Great Team's Mark IV, which may be the FMP. Anyway, the Mark V was energy shielding capable. It wasn't really that much different from the Mark IV, but just enough to where they released another one. Now, nearly 1 year later, a second version of the Mark V is released, which is worn by Master Chief and various other Spartan IIs. Then just a couple of months later, the Mark VI and Mark VII would enter service. The Mark VI is what we see in Halo 2 and 3, and at first, I thought the Mark VII was what was going to be in Halo 4. That could actually be the armor that's being worn by the Spartan 4s, but not enough information has been released, so I cannot really speculate about it. The only thing that's really known about the Mark VII is that, other than the fact that it's lighter than the Mark VI, it may support energy shield shaping capabilities. That is pretty much it, as far as like just a basic idea on the MJOLNIR armor, and that's it.